On tonight. I'm thrilled to be here. As you heard, my name's Leanne Gabriel. I am a lawyer by background, and I started with ACN 30 years ago. Please don't do the math and figure out how old I am, but let's just say I've been around a long time. And the reason I got started was because of educational debt. I'm in the United States, and here, if you want to get a really good education, you are going to be buried in loans. It's just a reality for all of us. So my husband and I had very expensive debt, and then I went on to law school, and I couldn't figure out how to get out of debt. Now, you may not have student debt, but you may have other things that are hanging over your head. And one of the challenges that everybody faces is when they need more money, but they're just exhausted. I was stressed out, burning out, and working crazy hours. There was no way I was going to get another job. I couldn't carry another job in my schedule, even if I had the mental capacity for it. So I was just trying to figure out what to do. And you heard one of those earlier testimonials about people who've been in other home-based businesses. I have never done another home-based business. I wear makeup, I wear jewelry, I take vitamins, but I'm not a salesperson, and I could not see myself running a business doing that, not knocking it, but I didn't have the skill set. So when one of my clients came to me and started talking to me about ACN, I thought, well, this is awesome. You just help people with something they're already doing, and it supports a children's charity, and you only have to talk to them once. You don't have to keep calling them back and saying, hey, do you want to use your phone next month? Do you want some heat this month? I didn't want to be in that place where I had to keep going back and bothering somebody, and as how I perceived it. So this was supposed to be my side hustle. That's how it started out. And, I'm always really transparent. I was not a superstar when I started. I was pretty bad at it for the first couple months. But one of the things that you'll find is the training and support and the mentorship here is incredible. And I was not lucky enough to be working with leaders like Dom and Jordana. You got to be kidding me. They're so talented. They're so committed to their people. The guy who sponsored me knew hardly anything more than I did. But over time, I plugged into the company training and started to tick, and it started to click, and it started to move. And all of a sudden, I was paying off the debts, and I kept going, and then I kept going. And the more I would start to experience any success, the more I would realize that my belief was increasing. And one thing I'll tell you is, you got to give yourself a little space when you start. But when things start to work for you, all of a sudden you'll think bigger and bigger and bigger. And who would have thunk, as I like to say, that years later I'd be full-time in the business, I'd be a senior vice president. It's been the craziest ride of my life. I want to share with you this, though. If you're looking at this company, the business is logical. It supports a great charity. There's a million reasons to do it, but it's the things that you don't know that you'll probably cherish more than anything else. I have made some of my very closest best friends in this business, people I never would have met over the years I've been doing it. The personal growth and development and skill set that you will learn here will ripple into everything else you do. Your current career, your family life, your role as a parent or family member. There's just so much growth here. And the joy that you will have, the laughs that you will have, the camaraderie, it's just an incredible ride. I've loved every minute, and I am on this Zoom with you here 30 years later for one reason only. I don't have any financial interest in this group. It's not about that. It's just that when I was going through a hard time, I thought everybody would make it really fast or never make it. And I want you to know that if you're looking at this, you get on board, you plug in, and your day will come. Some people it comes quickly. Some people it may come a little bit more slowly, but you embrace your journey because all of it is worth every single second. It's been the greatest ride of 30 years I could possibly imagine.